Should executors paint a home before selling? That's our topic. Executors, administrators, and trustees, they often ask us, should we paint our loved one's home? They wonder if it would be worth it before actually putting it on the market for buyers to see. The answer from us is, it depends. And it depends on the condition of the home, on the timeline that the personal representative wants to work within, and it also has to do with their fiduciary responsibility and being able to disclose to their buyer that they painted the home. I'm Kim Ward. I work with our daughter, Ashley Rivera, and we help personal representatives prepare, market, and sell homes in San Diego County. We also, if you happen to have a home that's outside of San Diego County that you're responsible for, we have a network of real estate professionals that we can introduce to you so that you get the help you need. Now let's talk about if we're considering painting the interior and/or exterior of a home. Paint does matter because buyers, they notice the condition of the walls and the ceiling. Fresh paint in the right color can make the home feel cleaner and brighter and more welcoming. It can also help a buyer feel like the home is better maintained. Worn walls or really personal colored paints can distract from the home and quietly reduce buyer confidence. So when does it make sense? When the walls show scuff marks, they have stains, fading, or years of wear, or very not neutral colors. Those bold colors, those personal colors, it makes it harder for buyers to picture themselves living in the home. And it can become a real issue when competing properties in the same neighborhood, when they appear more clean or more updated. Let's talk about a real life story of a home in probate from the fiduciary lens. Let's call the seller William. He chose to list the home, get it on the market without doing any updates, including paint. The initial response from buyers were low offers and a lot of offers from investors, which of course were low offers also. These low offers, they reflected the buyer's perception of the home. It wasn't just the market conditions at the time. So William listened to us and we paused the sale and we reassessed what could be done to get higher offers and more interest from traditional buyers. Because his fiduciary duty was to make sure that he took reasonable steps that protect the estate and also to get the highest price and best terms for the home in probate. So we withdrew the home temporarily from the market. We came up with a list of cost-effective repairs that, of course, based on this video, included painting. We also, after the painting was completed, we had new carpet and new pad installed into the home. Then we got updated pictures, professional photos, and put it back on the market. And of course, the buyer interest improved dramatically because now the offers reflected the condition of the home with these updates. What works best? Light, neutral colors. That's what appeals to the widest range of buyers. We want to give them a palette, something that they can just accept, move into, and then decorate with their own personal colors later on. So we use warm whites. And the other thing is that these light, neutral colors, they photograph beautifully. The goal is to provide buyers with a calm, clean, and move-in ready home. It's not to be trendy. So when is painting maybe not necessary? When the walls of the home are already neutral and clean and in good condition. When there's no visible stains, chips, or heavy wear on the walls. And when minor touch-ups and cleaning may be sufficient in some markets. Let's quickly talk about the cost versus the benefit to the estate. Painting, although much more expensive than it used to be, is cost effective and it's a good pre-sale improvement. What it can do is help to reduce the buyer's reductions in price and buyer's request for repairs once they are in escrow and going through their inspections of the home. And you don't have to do every single room. Even painting specific rooms can increase buyer interest dramatically. As the executor, the administrator, or the trustee, your job is not to make your loved one's home perfect. It is to take reasonable, well-documented steps to improve the sale of your loved one's home. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this of value. We do have other videos about as-is sales and improvements that you may want to make on our channel. I'm Kim. I hope we see you next week. Please comment, like, hit that bell button, and subscribe.